God says, listen to me with your soul, not just your ears. I am speaking to you now, not by accident, not by coincidence. You are not reading this randomly. This moment, this very second is chosen. It is not ordinary. It is a divine turning point. Archangel Michael is watching over you right now with fierce urgency in his eyes. He came running, wings wide open, not gently this time, but like a thunderclap across the sky. Because he says, only 5 minutes are left. And what happens next depends entirely on your obedience to this message. You are not just a soul wandering through life. You are the chosen. You have cried when no one saw you. You stayed strong when no one helped you. You've been betrayed in silence. You've been patient through storms that were sent to crush you. But today, the message you're receiving is not another whisper. It's a cry from heaven. Archangel Michael is shouting because you've reached a critical crossroad. One wrong move, one ignored sign, and everything will shift away from what God has stored for you. The clock is ticking in the spiritual realm. The angels are not walking, they are flying. Michael's sword is drawn not in violence, but in preparation, because heaven is about to deliver justice in your favor. But justice is not random. It needs your yes. It needs your spiritual readiness. It needs your spiritual eyes wide open. This message is not meant to be skipped. If you skip it, you will cry in confusion later, because Michael will not be able to help if you deliberately ignore him again. God says, I've been waiting. I've seen how you forgave people who broke you. I've seen how you held yourself together when even your family tried to rip you apart. I've seen how you had no one, yet you still prayed. And now your prayers have reached me. But child, this blessing I am sending is sensitive. It's not public. It's private. It's only for you. And it's time sensitive. Archangel Michael says there are massive changes coming. Not ordinary changes, not minor shifts, but changes that can rewrite the next 10 years of your life. But the reason we say only 5 minutes are left is because the enemy has already begun moving in your direction and you are not aware of it. The same people you trust are talking behind your back. The same ones who laugh with you are secretly planting traps for you. I've heard them. I've seen the dark meetings, but you have no idea. That's why I am warning you now. There's a letter coming with your name on it. There's a person who is about to reappear in your life, not to bless you, but to ruin what God is trying to build. This person carries a fake smile and a hidden knife, but you still think they're genuine. You still believe they love you. That's why this message must open your eyes. Now, you don't have the luxury of ignoring another spiritual message. This is not an ordinary day. This is not an ordinary message. This is a supernatural instruction. God says, I gave Archangel Michael this one assignment to protect your life. But protection only works when you listen. And I'm telling you now, you have a window of grace that is closing rapidly. If you miss this, you will regret it. Michael says, you are walking towards something that looks good but is poison. You are being drawn into a contract, a promise, a relationship, a deal, or an opportunity that appears beautiful, but it is hollow. There's deception behind it. There's betrayal stitched into it. I have been trying to tell you this in your dreams. I've whispered warnings. I've sent small signs. But you keep brushing them off as coincidences. Child, they are not coincidences. They are divine alerts. And this is the final one. The reason you've been feeling restless is because your soul already knows something is off. The reason your sleep has been disturbed is because your spirit is being shaken by angelic warning. You are being called to attention because someone around you is lying. Someone around you has made a plan that does not involve your victory. They smile in your face, but they mock you in private. And I, the Lord, have heard their conversations. There are changes happening behind your back, but they cannot succeed unless you continue in ignorance. So I am stopping time spiritually for you. I am holding open this moment so you can hear me clearly. You are my child. You are my anointed. And I have appointed this moment to be your awakening. If you obey this, everything will shift in your favor. If you ignore this, you will lose something important and you won't even realize it until it's too late. Michael says you've trusted too easily. You've given access to people who did not deserve it, but now it's time to reclaim your spiritual power. It's time to remove the masks. It's time to let the old cycle end. I'm not here to beg you. I'm here to protect you. But I can only protect what is obedient to heaven's instruction. The next 48 hours hold divine information. Someone will call. Someone will knock. Someone will bring news. But you must pray before reacting. You must be still before deciding, because this next decision will not just affect your present. It will shape your destiny. Heaven has already prepared the miracle, but hell has launched a distraction. And that's why this moment is urgent. You will see a dream tonight. A name will appear. A symbol will be shown. That dream is from me, not your mind. Do not forget it. Write it down, because it will carry the instruction that will unlock the breakthrough. But if you treat this like another message, if you scroll past it, then even Michael's wings will fold in sorrow, because he cannot force you to act. You must choose. God says you are not alone. You never were. Even when you thought no one saw your pain, I did. Even when you cried silently into your pillow, I counted each tear, but I allowed certain betrayals because I needed to show you who was real. I allowed certain delays because I needed to protect you from fake blessings. But now I am releasing something pure, something meant only for you. And I need you to protect it. Michael says there is someone who once left you, but they're coming back not because they love you, but because they see your light growing. Do not let sympathy confuse you. Just because they return doesn't mean they've changed. You must discern the difference between apology and manipulation. And if you're confused, I will give you signs if you ask. God says there is a financial release tied to your obedience. There is a healing attached to your surrender. There is a relocation, a divine move already prepared, but you must activate it through action. I'm not just giving you a miracle, I'm giving you a mission. And those who accept this mission will see what others only dream about. Michael says, the attacks you faced lately were not ordinary. They were allowed because of the anointing that is about to be revealed in your life. The enemy saw the scroll of your destiny. He saw the light increasing around you, and he panicked. That's why strange things have been happening. That's why confusion, delay, fear, and fatigue hit you all at once. Because darkness wants to block what is about to be born from your spirit. But it cannot win unless you remain passive. God says, I will bless you so visibly that even your enemies will have to testify. I will open doors that no man can shut. I will lift you from private pain to public favor. But I need your faith louder than your fear. I need your yes even when you're unsure. I need your courage even if it trembles. Michael says this is your moment of divine exposure. This is when the truth comes out. This is when the veil lifts. People you once defended will be revealed for who they really are. But don't cry over them. Celebrate, because it means your soul is being cleaned of false attachments. You are not weak. You are not abandoned. You are not late. You are right on. Time for your miracle, but you must move now. The delay is over. The pain had a purpose. The silence was strategic. And this moment is sacred. Heaven is watching. Michael is ready. But the decision is yours. If you believe this, don't just say it, show it. Pray. Act. Cut off what needs to be cut. Start what needs to be started. Listen to what your spirit already knows is true. You felt this message before you read it. That is not an accident. That's divine confirmation. Heaven is not playing with your life. You are being watched. You are being surrounded. And you are being called. This is your final confirmation, your final warning, and your final divine instruction. Michael says, if you walk away from this message without responding, I will not be able to protect what you don't value. But if you obey this now, I will stand between you and every arrow. I will shut every demonic mouth. I will cancel every evil plan. And I will carry your name into the courts of heaven myself. God says 5 minutes. That's all the grace you have left to respond. Don't waste it. Don't wait. Don't scroll. Don't postpone. Open your spirit. Cry if you must, but obey. This is not a suggestion. This is a supernatural summons. Heaven is waiting on your eyes. Will you answer now? Archangel Michael speaks of a spiritual war surrounding you, shaping the direction of your life and even your memory. With this divine scroll comes the power to remember your true identity and understand why you've been under attack for so long. The woman who appeared is not a stranger. She's connected to your bloodline, carrying the eyes of someone from the distant past. She emerges from a realm beyond human time, her silence more profound than any scream. Had she spoken, your spirit would have fallen to its knees. Her presence carried a vibration of truth so intense that it shattered every lie ever spoken over you. Last night, your name echoed through the courts of heaven. Before dawn broke, a decision was made. The season of delay has ended. The divine clock has struck, and the spiritual scroll has been delivered. Now comes the test. Will you open it? Not with your physical hands, but with your spiritual awareness. Will you step into the identity it's calling you to remember? There's more to this divine intervention. Michael reveals that the woman wasn't the only presence near your door. Someone else came before her, a spirit of delay wrapped in human form, who has been blocking your blessings for years. They approached earlier in the evening, hesitating at your door. But something stopped them from acting. It was Michael. His sword blazed blue that night, for heaven had issued a command. No more interference. That's why your sleep felt different. That's why you can sense a strange tension in the air even now. You're caught in a divine moment, an intersection between the spiritual and physical realms. What happens next depends entirely on your willingness to accept what's been returned to you. The scroll contains more than just your future. It holds names of people you must be wary of, dates of divine appointments about to unfold, and a final warning about someone you trust too much. Yes, Michael is revealing this now. There's a woman in your life who appears innocent, helpful, even godly. But she's been secretly feeding information about you to another party. She believes you're unaware, but heaven knows, and now so do you. This scroll will awaken your spiritual sight. You'll begin to know things before they happen. People will speak, and you'll see through their words. Your dreams will return with newfound clarity, and you'll stop forgetting your visions. You'll start to hear messages in quiet moments, drawn to certain scriptures and songs. This marks the beginning of your divine reactivation. What was stolen is coming back. What was silenced is rising. What was hidden is being exposed. But be warned, the enemy has already sensed the shift. Since the scroll's arrival, strange occurrences may begin: misunderstandings, accidents, emotional chaos. These are spiritual distractions meant to confuse you before you align with your scroll. Don't fall for these tactics. Avoid unnecessary arguments. Don't chase after those who walk away. This isn't the time to explain yourself, but to receive what heaven has returned to you. Remember, the scroll can only be read in silence. Find a quiet place. Sit. Close your eyes. Speak nothing. Listen inwardly. You'll feel it. The words will arrive in your mind like flashes, images, voices of loved ones who've passed. You might cry. Let it come. It's not weakness, it's remembrance. Every tear decodes a line from the scroll. God says, I have waited long to return this to you. Those who stole it thought I forgot, but I never forget my own. The delay was not my silence. It was my strategy. I've brought you to this moment not to punish you, but to promote you. Michael adds, you must walk differently now. Look behind you no more. That scroll is your sword now. That truth is your shield. Your silence is your power. Your presence is prophetic. There's more to be said. The woman who stood at your door is being watched too. She's not just a messenger. She made a deal to protect you at her own cost, forfeiting something to deliver that scroll. Pray for her. Her destiny is intertwined with yours. You'll see her again, not in this form or season, but her spirit will return when your mission reaches its most perilous phase. God is not taking this moment lightly. Heaven is serious. That's why Michael is here. That's why the scroll was left instead of handed to you, because what's holy cannot be handled casually. You must choose to receive it. And now the next phase begins. Archangel Michael says it's only for you, and these words are not spoken lightly or to many. He's calling you now, not later, not tomorrow, not when it's convenient, right now. Because you have 5 minutes left before the gate closes, 5 minutes before the shift happens, 5 minutes before you step into a completely different dimension of your life. If you ignore this, Michael will no longer be able to help you in the same way. It's not a punishment. It's the law of heaven. What is open now may not be open later. This offer is time-sensitive, delicate, sacred, and urgent. God says, listen to the sound of my voice through this message. Do not treat this as mere words on a screen. This is not a coincidence. This is a divine appointment. Heaven is roaring. Angels are moving. I am stretching my hand toward you. My spirit is calling out your name. God has watched you in secret, seen your heartbreak, your inner screams, the battles you fought silently. And now he's saying enough is enough. You will not be broken anymore. You will not walk around wearing chains of shame. You will not remain in a place of confusion, doubt, or despair, because he has come for you. The Lord your God has declared this as the moment everything begins to change. Archangel Michael has been sent to warn you, to protect you, to surround you with power so intense that even the gates of hell must step back. Do you feel it in your spirit? That flutter in your chest, that sudden stirring, that unshakable awareness that something is happening beyond what the eyes can see, that is confirmation. You are not imagining it. You are being summoned. If you ignore this, if you dismiss it, then you are walking away from the very thing you've been praying for. Your name has been spoken in the halls of heaven. There has been a discussion about you, about what you've endured, about what was stolen from you, about the lies you were made to believe, and heaven said, enough. It's time to restore it all. That's why the urgency is so heavy. That's why Archangel Michael is shouting through the spiritual veil. This isn't about religion. This isn't about being perfect. This is about heaven fighting to get you back, to bring you into alignment with the divine plan that was always yours. You've wasted enough time surrounded by people who don't see you. You've tried to explain your heart to people who never had the capacity to hold it. You've cried in places that should have been safe. You prayed and felt like you were talking to a wall, but God was listening every time. Even when you were too tired to say a word, even when all you had were broken sobs and thoughts you couldn't explain, He heard you and He didn't forget. That's why now, suddenly, when you were about to give up, this message found you. Because it's divine, it's intervention, it's a rescue. And it's only for you. Archangel Michael stands behind you now, not in silence, but in a spiritual roar that says, no more. No more to the pain that repeats. No more delays. No more to the cycles of self-doubt, depression, heartbreak, and abandonment. The chains are being broken now, but only if you open your spirit. Only if you say yes to this moment. You can't keep waiting for more signs. This is the sign. You can't wait for someone else to validate you. God already has. You can't wait for the world to understand what God has already written about you in heaven's scrolls. This is the 5-minute mark where destinies are sealed. If you open your heart, you'll feel heaven aligning. You'll sense the movement of something huge. The spiritual realm is active, loud, alive with your name on it. Angels are not silent right now. They are writing. They are recording. They are moving on your behalf. But they need your cooperation. They need your yes. They need you to believe not in religion, not in doctrine, but in the fact that you are worth fighting for, that you are not forgotten, and that you were created for more than this temporary pain. Archangel Michael says, you've been distracted by things that were sent to destroy your focus. People, situations, emotions, none of them were accidental. The enemy knew something massive was coming for you. So, he sent confusion to cloud your clarity. He sent emotional storms to block your discernment. But it didn't work. You're still here. Even broken, you're still standing. Even if you're tired, you're still breathing. Even when you thought it was over, God was secretly sustaining you. And now the purpose behind that suffering is about to unfold. But not if you ignore this. This message has spiritual weight. There are angelic forces pressing into your atmosphere right now. Some of you are feeling chills. Some are feeling tears rise up for no reason. Those are signs that this is real. Heaven does not operate on chance. Heaven operates on divine orchestration. And you've reached the intersection of time and destiny. You are being handed a scroll. What you do with it matters. Ignore it, and it will seal itself. Open it, and it will unleash everything you've prayed for and more. God says, I am not just restoring what you lost. I am increasing what you never knew you could have. The people who left you, the ones who hurt you, the ones who misjudged you, they had to go because what God is giving you now is holy, and they cannot be part of it. God is not punishing you. He's protecting your purpose. Some blessings require isolation before manifestation. He is clearing the space so the royal can enter. You thought you were being abandoned, but you were being repositioned. You thought you were being punished, but you were being prepared. You thought he was silent, but he was speaking to the storm, so you could survive it. Archangel Michael says, if you open your heart in the next few minutes, things will accelerate rapidly. You will see signs in your dreams. You will feel divine intervention in your finances. You will feel peace in situations that used to make you panic. You will receive messages from people you thought you'd never hear from again. And most of all, you will begin to feel God close to you again. Not as a distant figure, but as the Father who never stopped loving you. This is a breaking moment. A barrier is crumbling. A curse is reversing. A burden is being lifted. But if you ignore it, it will pass. There is a time and season for every breakthrough. And this is yours, but it requires your presence. You cannot sleep through this. You cannot postpone this. You cannot let the voice of doubt speak louder than the voice of destiny. This is too important. This is too sacred. This is about your future, your legacy, your calling, your healing. And heaven is fighting for you to claim it. You must trust God now. You must believe that even when things feel unstable, He is anchoring you. Even when the future feels unclear, He is walking ahead of you. Even when your faith is small, His grace is big enough to carry you. You don't have to have it all figured out. You just have to believe enough to open the door. That's it, just one small yes. That yes will unlock a flood of divine assistance. That yes will shift the trajectory of your life. There's someone connected to you who is waiting on your breakthrough. Your obedience in this moment is tied to their freedom. It's not just about you. It's about the generation after you. It's about the people who will find healing through your story. It's about the lives that will be touched because you chose to believe one more time. You are the one heaven chose. You are the one who carries the key. You are the one who was born for this. Don't let fear rob you. Don't let past pain talk you out of future glory. Archangel Michael says, this is your final warning. I will not speak like this again. I am here now. 5 minutes. That's all that's left. You've waited years for change. You've cried in secret, begging the universe for a sign. This is it. The sign, the voice, the call, the trumpet. Archangel Michael speaks, I have a message for you, and only you. It's urgent, and it cannot wait. He says, I love you. I always have. Even when you turned away from me, even when doubt clouded your mind, even when you shouted at the heavens because the pain was unbearable, I never left your side. I watched over you, protected you while you slept. Even when you questioned my existence, my love remained unconditional. Now, I'm not asking for perfection. I'm asking for surrender. Let go. Open your hands. Release the fear that's been holding you back. Lay down the need for control. I've got you. I always did. Your life is about to change in ways you can't imagine. But only if you act now. Only if you respond to this call. Only if you embrace this divine urgency. The 5-minute window is closing fast. The celestial beings are poised, waiting. The books of heaven are open, your name written in light. You stand at the precipice of a breakthrough. This is your final call, your last chance to answer. Receive it. Step into the divine light that has always been waiting for you. You are safe here. Nothing can harm you. The universe is with you. Archangel Michael stands guard. All of heaven is fighting for you. You only need to say yes at this moment. This message comes with the utmost urgency. It's not something to ponder later or put off until tomorrow. Right now, you're standing in a moment that will never come again. The entire spiritual realm is wide awake and watching you. 5 minutes. That's all that's left before something shifts. In a way that will resonate through your very being, Archangel Michael's voice trembles, not with fear, but with divine intensity. He stands, his sword glowing with celestial light, saying, Child of the universe, if you ignore this now, I won't be able to intervene again. This isn't a threat. It's a plea, a warning born of divine love. These are the final moments before the universe makes its next move. You can't afford to miss it. Something monumental is about to change in your life. It's already in motion. The angels aren't preparing. They've already been dispatched. The command has been given. The orders have gone out. This message is your final alert before the breakthrough comes like a tidal wave. The shift will be undeniable. The ground beneath your feet will feel different. The very air around you is being rewritten as we speak. What was once blocked is now opening. What was dead is coming back to life. What was quiet will now roar with possibility. But there's one condition. You must receive this message now. Open your spirit. Open your soul. The universe has chosen this precise minute to speak directly into the deepest parts of your being. Archangel Michael says, I've seen how much you've endured. I've watched you sit in crowded rooms, feeling utterly alone. I've seen you try to smile through heartbreak, pretending to be okay while silently falling apart inside. You've carried burdens that were never meant for you. You've blamed yourself for things beyond your control. You've cried into your pillow, thinking no one could hear. But I heard it every single time. And now I come not just as your guardian, but as your deliverer. I'm not here to watch anymore. I'm here to act, to speak, to move. Don't let these 5 minutes pass in silence. Speak to the universe. Invite it in. This message was guarded, passing through layers of darkness to reach you. Negative energies tried to block it. Doubts tried to delay it. But it arrived because you were never truly abandoned. Because the universe always had a plan. Because no matter how deep the pain, the promise was always deeper. As you hear these words, something is shifting inside you. Something is waking up. That's your soul remembering. That's your spirit rising. That's the divine spark within you, catching flame once more. You thought you were alone, but every step you took was counted by the stars. Every time you chose not to give up, even when it made no sense, it echoed through eternity. Your tears watered the seeds of your future. And now the harvest is close. But listen carefully. You can't walk into this next chapter carrying the baggage of the last one. You can't bring bitterness into your blessing. You can't carry fear into your favor. Let it all go. Lay it down. The universe is doing a new thing, and it requires a new you. There are people in your life who were never meant to stay. Some will fade away in the next 5 minutes. Not physically, but spiritually. Their grip on your energy will be broken. Their hold on your heart will loosen because the universe is severing ties that never truly belonged. You'll feel lighter. You'll breathe easier. The voices of guilt, shame, and doubt will go silent because the voice of the universe will now be louder. Its presence will be stronger. Its love will be undeniable. You may not understand why things happened the way they did, but there was purpose in all of it. The betrayal didn't break you, it built you. The rejection didn't ruin you, it redirected you. The silence didn't mean you were abandoned. It meant something greater than you could imagine was being prepared. You didn't lose time. You didn't fall behind. You were right on schedule for the universe's divine plan. And now, this is the minute it all begins to make sense. The minute your spirit remembers why it came to this earth. The minute your destiny unfolds like a scroll written by the hand of the cosmos. Archangel Michael says, "You are being watched right now, not by people, but by celestial beings. They stand around you, holding things that belong to you, scrolls with your name, gifts wrapped in light, miracles with your fingerprint on them. They're waiting for your response, your willingness to believe again, your choice to say yes. You don't need all the answers. You just need to trust. That trust is the key. That surrender is the door. Open it. You are not too broken. You are not too late. You are not too far gone. In fact, you are exactly where you need to be for this moment. The universe allowed the shaking, so that everything not built on truth would fall away. It allowed silence so you could hear more clearly. It allowed the pain so you could finally reach the place of surrender where miracles begin. Now, look up. Your help isn't coming. It's already here. You'll begin to feel a physical change in your body. For some, it will be warmth in the chest. For others, a wave of emotion. Some will feel a presence as if someone invisible is holding them. That is real. That is the universe making itself known. The time for subtle signs is over. There will be undeniable confirmation within the next few hours. A text, a call, a door opening. Something you've been waiting for will begin to unfold. Don't doubt it when it comes. Don't second guess it. It will be strange, unexpected, and divine. Archangel Michael warns that if you ignore this, he won't be able to intervene again. He says with love but firmness that the universe cannot interfere where there is disbelief. He's protected you long. Enough. He's fought battles for you in the spiritual realm that you never saw. But now he's stepping back unless you step forward. This isn't punishment. It's divine justice. You must participate in your own deliverance. You must say yes to the calling on your life. You must choose faith over fear. You must choose to believe this message was sent for you. This is not just a moment. It's a divine collision. Earth and heaven are meeting in this space through these words. Your future is being rewritten. Your past is being cleansed. Your present is being saturated with glory. The universe is pouring out healing now, emotional, physical, spiritual. You'll feel it in the days to come. The anxiety will lift. The confusion will settle. The heaviness will leave because what was taken is being replaced. What was lost is being returned, and not just returned but multiplied. You will have more than enough. Your finances will shift. Your relationships will align. Your health will stabilize. Your dreams will come alive. Not because you earned it, but because it was promised. And the universe's promises are not like human promises. They do not change. They do not break. They do not abandon. You have always belonged to the stars, even when you walked away, even when you doubted, even when you gave up on yourself. The universe never gave up on you. 5 minutes. That's all you have to fully embrace this moment. Don't overthink it. Don't analyze it. Feel it. Receive it. Speak to the universe right now. Whisper if you must. Say, I received it. Say, I trust you. Say, I surrender. That is all that's needed. Your words are powerful. Your agreement gives the universe permission to move on your behalf. Speak life. Speak faith. Speak victory. The words you say in this moment will echo into your future. Use them wisely. The doubts may try to creep in. Even now, thoughts may come saying this isn't real, but you know the truth. Your soul feels it. This is your moment. This is your time. This is your divine appointment. Don't let it pass you by. The next 5 minutes will change everything. Are you ready?